this is about to open. I see another one here, about to open. You can see the flower is just about to open. But there's one that's been opened and fell. We look over here. This is a completely open version of that same flower. So this is what it looks like before it comes out, it blooms. This is what it looks like when that one was not as healthy. This is a healthier vine. You can see it drops down, it dangles, and the flowers come out with many, 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 many different blooms. And they start that maroon color, but slowly the inside unfurls with that yellow until it looks like this. And when it's fully in bloom and drop down, it looks like that. Can you see it? Inside here, we see the open blooms. It is so cool. It is called Indian clock vine. It's a common name. It's also known as bread and butter. Brick and butter? Yeah, brick and butter vine because of the colors of brick and butter. And it's also called doll shoes or lady slipper vine because it kind of looks like you could stick your foot in, like it's a little shoe. The scientific name for this is Thunbergia mysorensis, and it is called mysorensis because of the fact that it's native to southern India, and in southern India there's a city called Mysore, and so that inspired the scientific name. It's a very vigorous grower, and these are the leaves of the vine, and you can see there's lots of the vine, and it climbs up, up, up tall, and then it will drop down its flowers to an opening it can find. And there's a lot of blooms right now. So if we look up, we can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4 different blooms that I can see. And they bloom from spring through autumn. And I've never grown anything like this because I've never had the right conditions. Because they grow in very hot, wet climates. And because we're in the vivarium at school where it's climate controlled, we can have something like this. So there you have it, Thunbergia mysorensis, or lady slipper, because you could put your little foot in. And they grow, drop down like this. And maybe I will make a video to dissect this kind of flower because it still has all the regular parts of a flower. They're just very unique and different. I think this plant's very cool that we're able to grow it here. And my biggest difficulty with growing it in the vivarium is just keeping it in check. You can see there are all these crazy vines coming out the sides of the beds right here. And if we walk around, we could see them growing right here. And I've tried to stick it up here, but right here it'll get woody. The older it gets, the stems will get woody. You can see how it's transforming. And that's a sign of its age. And so this stem is much older than this stem. And I can tell by both its size, its shape, its texture, and its color. And my biggest issue is having it not grow too tightly around other plants. Like you can see it's growing around the fig tree here. Not grow too tightly around other plants so that it grips on too tight and suffocates the other plant that it's holding on to. So this is Indian clock vine. If you see a leaf like this, or a flower like that, you know what you're looking at. So that's your vivarium feature of the week. Enjoy.